You are about to listen to the words of Fethullah Gulen, a distinguished Islamic scholar and thinker. In this podcast, you will hear his essay, Our Responsibility.
Humanity acts as God's vicegerent on earth, favored among all creatures. We are the essence of creation, the reflection of the Creator. He has placed us in this position and has given us our task to discover the mysteries embedded in the soul of the universe, to uncover the powers and potentials hidden in the bosom of the world, and to use everything to our purpose, embodying the divine attributes of knowledge, will, and power. So as we engage with existence, fulfilling our role as God's representatives, we will encounter no obstacles that cannot be surmounted, nor impasses that cannot be resolved. We will walk comfortably through the corridor of events, developing what is in our nature without difficulty. As representatives of God, we will be able to realize our purpose without hindrance. The achievements of the modern world testify to humanity's distinctive talents. Despite the destructiveness of these successes, they make it clear that we have not neglected our willpower. We have managed to reshape existence and change the very conditions of the world. This power proves that we are, whether we realize it or not, the confirmation of the divine word, I am setting on the earth a vicegerent. At this proclamation, the angels worried that such authority would corrupt mankind, and we have proven their fears to be justified. But our goodness endures despite these passing evils. The virtuous ones of humanity have managed to spread goodness and beauty everywhere. Thus, the seal of our vicegerency, entrusted to us by God, has not been totally neglected. A believer who has grasped the subtle wisdom of creation understands that he has been sent to this world endowed with a distinct purpose which demands a distinct responsibility. Vicegerency requires a certain morality, and our behavior must conform to this great task. In the Quran, God states that humanity was created to know and serve Him. This is the sole purpose of our privileged position among creation, our honored vicegerency. And the only appropriate response is gratitude, which guides us towards the proper use of our great gifts. In its broadest sense, to serve God is to be in harmony with existence and to be in unison with its contents. Service allows us to move effortlessly through the mysterious hallways of the world. The human being is the intersection of the divine order in creation and the divine commandments of morality. Our inner life and outer existence are both from God, and it is service that holds the two in their proper relation. Without this balance, we are unable to respect our own moral values. To maintain a good relationship with existence, we must act in accordance with its purpose. Whoever neglects this responsibility will run aground upon the universe in aimless idleness. He will transform the world, his home and palace, into an unlivable place. Many of us have already begun to tremble over the destruction of the natural and social order, fearing that such a hell is in the near future. Only the one who prepared the universe for humanity can know the proper balance between the compulsory laws of nature and the moral laws of human will. The moral commandments come from such knowledge. They have been given in divine revelation. Conformity with these commandments gives us unique access to the mysteries of creation. This is the only way to live in harmony with nature and avoid clashing with the laws of existence. It is the only way we can truly be at home in the world. For alienation from the Creator and His moral commands leads to separation from His creation, and in this condition there can be no prosperity. Our responsibility to represent the Creator must be actualized in our worship, our study, and our direct involvement with the natural world. In this respect, a complete human being allows his faith to influence his every thought and feeling, and lets worship structure his social life. Only then do we find the balance in our families and communities that attests to the greatness of humanity. The complete human being develops the earth, preserves the harmony between nature and civilization, and puts the bounties of heaven and earth in the service of humanity with the Creator's blessing. In this way, we live up to vicegerency with which the Creator has entrusted us. This task lies at the juncture of human effort and divine grace, and it is through service that we enter into this harmony. Service does not merely involve the performance of rituals, as many assume. It is an expression of a comprehensive humility and a submission to our responsibility as human beings. And service brings to light the true relationship between humanity, nature, and God. An attitude of service allows us to attain the consciousness of our commitment to God by liberating us from all other obligations. In service, our lives are directed towards God, and through Him they touch everyone and everything. We relate everything to Him and are constantly refreshed by our relations with Him, both theoretical and practical. One who carefully walks on the path of service never doubts his sole duty, to do justice to the responsibility that the Creator has bestowed on him. He seeks to live this temporal life to the fullest and to help others live it fully. He works to leave humanity's signature everywhere. He lives with a hope vast enough for the infinite and walks forward in the deep peace and delight that comes from being a child of eternity. If we prioritize our responsibility in both natural and moral spheres, if we prize the spirit of service more than its results, then unexpected outcomes can neither disappoint us nor cause our enthusiasm to wane. Then we will serve God and others in the deep joy of worship, grateful that we have reached the apex of genuine faith. Then we will not despair, panic, or grow weary, but rear up like horses with renewed energy. Then, like Rumi, we will be able to say, I have become a servant, become a servant, become a servant. I have bowed to you and doubled myself over. Slaves rejoice when they are emancipated, whereas I rejoice when I become your servant. We should measure the value of our actions not by their results, but by their truth, purity, and conformity to God's pleasure. In the same way, we should not let the concept of wage or reward limit our service, nor adulterate the divine work with worldly compensation. Devoted to infinity, we will attain the comfort of service to God and be liberated from the pressures of this world. As the servants of an authority that does not oppress or humiliate, we realize the freedom of our humanity. If the human being is God's vicegerent on earth, he will work for God, initiate for God, love for God, create for God, intervene for God. He will represent God in all his actions. Therefore, he will neither be proud of his achievements nor in despair over his failures. He will neither boast of his abilities nor deny God's gifts to him. He will recognize that God has determined everything and assigned to him all of his works. With every achievement, he will turn towards the Lord to express his trust and refresh his confidence. He will remember the words of Akif, rely upon God, hold tight to effort, and submit to his providence. This is the way, if there is any. I know of no other. With spiritual intensity, enthusiasm, and determination, he will see that all of his actions are service to God. So he will neither be arrogant in victory nor shattered in defeat. Whether he walks along a straight path or climbs the steepest slopes, he will continue his journey unfazed. On the one hand, he must employ all of his imagination, all his mental and spiritual skill in the service of his task. On the other, he must submit completely to God, faithfully receiving the consequences that are beyond his control. Yet he always pursues and always hopes. Here is the genuine believer and an exemplary devout. So many of them have left their footsteps on the path to paradise, and so many are still walking towards the days that God has promised them.
You have just listened to the words of Fethullah Gulen, brought to life through an AI-generated voice. Known for his teachings on faith, interfaith dialogue, peace, and education, Mr. Gulen also inspired the Hizmet movement, a global initiative that promotes democracy, human rights, equality, and nonviolence. To learn more about Fethullah Gulen and the Hizmet movement, visit fethullahgulen.org.